Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So Houston, we have a problem, okay? And so I was just sitting here minding my own business, as I always am. And I told you guys that I wrote it in my community tab. I blocked and thought I deleted because I did hit the I don't want to see you ever again tab in my on my YouTube, but for some reason these people kept coming back up. So then today, and this is something because it was strange, I showed it to the person that was doing a service the other day at my house, and today I just was going to look at some stuff on YouTube because I ended up looking at mochi. It's this thing that my son likes to eat. I seen something like that come up, and I started looking at that. But then I realized that some people started coming back up in my view. Like some tarot readers kept coming back up in my view. Okay, so I took a nap, woke up, somebody was texting me that I could care less about. So I just ignored it. I started to text back and, say some ill, but I just gave it up because I'm tired of people saying friend to me when I know you're not my friend. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. So I didn't even address it. I just moved on. So then I went to this lady's tarot. Her name is, and I've never seen her before. This is the first time I've seen her. Her name is Astrology 5D. I posted her in my community board because it's been a thing with the tarot readers this whole entire time. Like, it's been the same story. And that's why I said this narrative is getting on my nerves. I'm tired of hearing it. And this is why I blocked and deleted. But apparently, God, I love you and I trust you. Give me the right words to say during this whole little meeting. So she told the story today about everything, the whole narrative that you guys have been talking about. This wealthy guy who ended up with a karmic, found out that she wasn't whatever. Anyway, I posted it. Go look at it. She did a wonderful job because it now gave me some clarity as to what you tarot readers are talking about. I don't know who is programming y'all, but apparently this person needs to know some information. And I'm starting to feel like I got dragged in because apparently they want me to help y'all solve y'all case because the glamour spell is getting out of control. It seems like the whole entire tarot community has been, and I don't know how they did this, so this is like a super duper, this is a good spirit, a good entity. So now it led me to her story, gave me some clarity because I told y'all, like, I was not getting it and I was not understanding, and that's the reason why I had to click out on y'all because it made no sense. So I was over here talking about new energy while y'all were over there talking about past energy. And the past energy was getting on my nerves because I'm not looking at nothing behind me. I'm looking at my futures in front of me. But that wasn't the thing. When they're saying past, they meant past life energy. Not now here. Somebody from a past life. And I believe in past life. So if you don't believe in past lives, the story ain't for you. You might as well roll on. Okay, so something that woke me up, I'll find you again. And as y'all know, I tell y'all the story about music. It was music. Music was the thing, but it was a certain key. There's a key to the music. So that's what opened my brain up. So I told y'all this in a previous story. Go back. So I kept wondering why some of you tarot readers was saying that it was important for the birth chart. They accessed your birth chart, and I didn't understand because why would anybody access my birth chart? That makes no sense. So lately I've been going over my birth chart because since y'all know, I might as well know too. And breaking generational curses, breaking generational chains, the bonds. So what I found out as far as my birth chart is concerned is that, I'll just tell you certain things. Was one of the things was I'm very attracted to the occult. I love God. I believe in Jesus. And as I explained to you guys before, in this world, when you work for God, you work for God on certain levels, you got to know certain things. So I've always been a seeker of knowledge. And apparently this has been a thing since he already knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. And this was one of the gifts that I was going to be inclined with. So it is still in service to God because I believe in God. I love God. And just so you know, I told y'all, I'm a person who has had a life. I have done stuff. He know. And like I tell everybody, only God can judge me. So what happened was, I went to now, because some of my tools, I'm trying to figure out, like, I saw her story. It was a beautiful story. But not. Okay? About what y'all keep talking about this karmic energy. Having to deal with, because that's all y'all been talking about, and it's been disturbing my brain. Why are we continually talking about karmic? Now I realize why y'all talking about the karmic, because she tells the story to where something happened in a past life that is trying to be corrected in this life, and apparently it needs my help to correct it, because one of the other things is my dream job was an attorney. When I was little, somehow I got taken off my path, but apparently they want me back on my path. So a couple of things that I'm grasping onto, because it seemed almost like some things was a little off, and that could be because of the path that I'm on, but some things were eerily like correct and accurate, and these are the things that I would like to correct it too, if I possibly can. Matter of fact, God, I'm going to correct it. I would like to correct it. So the funny part was, I used my alchemy deck first, and this whole pack of cards fell out at once. He said keep it. They said keep it. So I kept it. So what it is the Nine of Pentacles. You know, that's like a wish fulfillment. Then there's this this lady. I don't even know what she's called. Is this the... Oh, okay, so this is the Empress, because this thing is written small. Six of Swords, and then there's this says the Knight of Swords, okay? So somebody is after some money, but what they fail to realize is that this card, it looks like, again, and I told y'all this before, whoever did whatever it was they did in him, I'm about to tell y'all what else I pulled. This lady who is claiming she's an empress is after wish fulfillment. There's your Nine of Pentacles. This is from the alchemy deck too. But the funny part about this card is all the pentacles are the same. I don't know if you can see this, except for one that's right here at the bottom. This is a big one, a big pentacle. So then we have this Empress, and she looks like a dark Empress. So I don't know if you can see her. She's a dark being. She's sitting there, she's thinking, like she's plotting. As you see, Six of Swords, the way this looks. Having to move on from something, because it looks like whatever or wherever she got this money from, it wasn't hers. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Because then I keep saying, and this card came out before, I think, when I did the other one, because like I said, I have not done tarot in a while, but use your tools. Use your tools. So whatever she did to gain this money, it's being reversed. It wasn't hers. And the funny part is that you guys, if you've been watching my tarot channel, I've been telling you so far that the dragon is my spirit animal. It's been my spirit animal since I was a child. It's because it's my Chinese zodiac animal. So I've always held on to that. And look what was the last card that came out. I told y'all woke a sleeping dragon. And mind you, this dragon has a cup. And if I'm not mistaken, that it looks like a crown above this dragon's head, but it looks like the dragon has now come out to make adjustments. So I'm here to make adjustments. All right. So after that, I moved on because that was from the alchemy deck. So I moved on. One of the things that was important that I kept gathering was everybody was talking about this magic that they did under a full moon. Apparently, and even the Astrology talks about it, she was saying about how in the story they continue to keep using these karma energy, continue, because these are people who are, they use the full moon to access energy. They're stealing from twin flames, star seeds, all the people that I was telling you about in a previous video. They're stealing energy, and they use the full moon to do these things. They're doing sacrifices. They harness the energy of the full moon. They're doing sacrifices and all this other extraness, right? Which I made a post again because I haven't done a ritual. Like I said, I think the last one that I have done was with the person that I was with. I haven't been out under the full moon. I haven't. But one thing I do like to do is, and I have done this, like, I could be out on my truck and, I set out sometimes on the bed if it's warm and I look at the stars. But, my thought process, if these people are out under the full moon creating all this negative energy, why can we not be out under the full moon creating positive energy? I mean, it needs to start being a thing. I mean, I'm sure there's people that do it. I'm by myself, so I have not done anything with, like I said, that is concerned. But now, knowing what some of these people do, it's almost like there needs to be a reversal. So I pulled out the Necronomicon deck because this is the deck where it comes off as a little dark, like I said. And these things are dark. And I don't know why y'all people just don't know how to mind your business and go sit down, but apparently y'all don't. So I'm going to start with, because I haven't done any clarifiers for these. I don't even know if I need to. But, so this card. There's a female. And this deck is called the Knave of Wands. Okay, so this is what she looks like, okay? So, and so it's called a Knave of Wands, but it would be the page, basically. So this is a young, as you see, a female. She looks kind of dangerous. But this would also, represent like news coming in. I don't know who this is or who this would represent to anybody, but I think you should be careful of anybody that's coming in that kind of looks like this. The lady has a hammer in her hand. There's devil dogs outside. So she has chains, and for some reason this is giving me sexual energy, like a person who is trying to be like a dominatrix, so playful. So I guess this would be a game, maybe a sex game. But again, is still looking like a person who I don't think you should want to play with. This might be like some type of passion or some type of kink a person has too, because that's what it's giving me. Like, I'm gonna put you in this cage and, you know, maybe tie you up or something. But again, it could represent a female coming in, a female bringing news, a female, because again, like I said, check it out yourself. This is what it looks like. Okay, and then we have the moon. But there's devil dogs there. Hiding stuff, secrets, but it looks like a pathway. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a pathway here, and then it's like leading you to a city. There's a city there. But in order for you to get there, you got to pass through these devil dogs to get there, and there's mushrooms on the ground. So somebody, it looks like a dangerous path is what I'm trying to tell you. But there's a big, huge, glorious city in the sky if you take the risk to get there, okay? Then we have the devil. The devil is, as you know, the devil. Addictions, the devil basically trying to steal, kill, and destroy. And now, since I see these things together, it's making me want to say that apparently there was a young lady that was blocking somebody's pathway to get to the kingdom, but this lady was attached to the devil and basically trying to take you off your path. So then there was the Knave of Swords, okay? So putting these together, I honestly feel like, okay, so the page is, it's Knave of Swords, but the Page of Swords is like new ideas, curiosity, thirsting for knowledge. But this person looks like, I don't know if they're taking, because they have a necklace in their hand and a knife. So I don't know if they're about to take a journey. And again, now that they're all together, this could be the person that was about to take this journey, but then this female came along to block his path from where he was going. Because now he has, like I said, it looks like he's about to take his ox, I think that's what it is, and he's leaving. He's packing his stuff and he's leaving. So, I don't know, that's weird. Okay, so next. I'm gonna leave these together. This thing right here looks like a big, it's called Azathoth, and it says foul. But to me, it's giving me the, you know, the sloth. But this looks like a big nasty dude that is playing his flute. But the music that's coming from this thing has to be beautiful, but it's releasing spirits. That's what it's doing. So what would be like the Pied Piper? That's what it's giving me. Which now I'm telling you, I laid these cards out because I didn't even look at them to even, I just was taking them as they were coming. But now, what does she look like? I'm in love with a stripper. The devil stripper. This is an Empress, another Empress. There's two Empresses because I gave you one in the other deck. So another Empress, but this is the devil Empress. And like I said, this dude is making beautiful music. So apparently there's a stripper somewhere that somebody, the music was good. As you see, they look like they're mad at each other. So 9 of Swords, he has his back turned to her. He has his back turned to her. Oh my God. I don't know why this is happening because now, again, so this is the 5 of Cups. And if you look at the Five of Cups, you can see this guy back here looking like, what the heck did I just do? And there's a woman laying here, and then there's a guy and a woman laying here. So apparently there was some sneaky freaky going on. Looks like an orgy. But he's back here looking at the sun like, why did I do that? So now I'm putting these cards together because, again, I was just shuffling them, taking them. And this is the narrative. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. This keeps coming out in people's reading. It's weird because I literally just did the same exact thing that all the rest of y'all have been doing. So somebody behind the scenes, because this guy looks like he's sitting here alone because he looks big and nasty and like he's naked. So I know he hasn't been out, and he has bumps and scars and stuff. So he's playing the music. He's the one that's controlling behind the scenes, because this music is going out into. But mind you, the little devil stripper girl has these babies, these little devil baby minions, and she has a skull to where it looks like maybe her dancing, and it looks like, if you look at the fire, it looks like she's coming out of a vagina, like literally. It's weird. So whoever, this is crazy. Somebody's sorry that they had this orgy party, threesome, but it looks like they did more than just, because they're over here, they're with a group. Over here, this is a stripper, the Empress devil stripper, which is probably a succubus or a Jezebel spirit that has attached itself to this guy, and now he's out sneaky freaky, but he has now caused a problem with whoever his significant other person is. Okay? So, what do we have here? We have somebody was supposed to be on their pathway to get into whatever this kingdom was, but the devil came along, and apparently this person is really, because then, like I said, now there's another scenario, because there's a dominatrix in the building, there's a stripper in the building, there's a orgy in the building, but meanwhile this person is connected to someone, and now they're taken off their path. Now they have been taken off their path. But there's somebody behind the scenes that is pulling the strings. Whoever this person is, the Pied Piper that's behind the scenes, music is a powerful thing, isn't it? It is. So the Pied Piper is playing music, and he's making the people dance. He's being a puppet master. That's what he's doing behind the scenes. So then we go into, and this little girl came out before. She's in the kitchen whipping up something, and she could just be baking a cake. There's eggs there, but to me, it's giving me the feeling of she has her cookbook. There's eggs right here on the side, and like I said, spirit animal, owl. Which we ended up finding out that apparently I was the one that came and ran my mouth on camera, and that's how somebody figured out what somebody was whipping up, which is also the person who is pulling the strings on this whole little tarot glamour community, because they want to know something. Like I said, I did a community board post. Somebody is trying to figure out who a super witch is, and so that's why I got waking up, because, or brought into this whole thing, because they want to know who is who and what is what, because they're trying to create, they are, like I said, the feeling was, because I heard somebody clearly say, I'm never going to let you go. I woke up that morning and that's what somebody said, I'm never going to let you go. You don't have that power, dog. Beat it. I don't know what the problem is, and y'all are weird, but they want to add a super witch to their collection. So I don't know who this person is, but they're playing the Pied Piper behind the scenes, because there's no way that all these tarot readers are coming up with the same scenario. It's weird, because that's what all these cards are doing. Okay, so this young lady, and I don't know if she was actually trying to do something, do harm to anybody. She could potentially just be making a cake, but she looks very much like she's not making a cake. The eggs could symbol fertile, so maybe there's 3 eggs, so maybe there's 3 kids. And the number 3 keeps being very significant, because I just did. And the way it looks like she's doing, it looks like she's just whipping up a spell, like I said the last time. But and plus there's potions and all types of stuff in the back, so maybe she's whipping up something to kill you. Whoever this person is behind the scenes that is getting on everybody's nerves, she could be trying to kill you. I mean, you are creating havoc and chaos, so it could be justice for the world. God forgive me for that. That might not have been nice, but you know these people. So then we have the 7 of Cups. What this looks like is this person was trying to offer his cup to, and I think that looks like Bassett back there, but she said no, and he wants something from her, but she's covering her cup. That's what it looks like. So he's asking her, can he have some? And Bassett, she looks like she has a couple cups, you know, back there, but only one of them is full. He has his cup out. She has her hand over top of it like, no, you're not getting none of this. So back it up. Back, dog. So apparently somebody was rejected. This lady said, going about your way. And maybe this, see, why, Lord, why? Okay, so this young lady back here looks like she has slaughtered everybody in the room, okay? Everybody's dead. So, and this is the 8 of Swords. But she has killed 1, 2, 3, 4 people. She done lost her mind. Okay, so she's a little upset. And quite frankly, it looks like she has on the same dress as this lady, the one that had the guy has his back turned to. She has on a red dress. She has on a red dress. So maybe what she found out from him that made her upset, that he's out here slinging big, you know, meat all over the place. She decided that I'm gonna kill everybody. Okay, so she might have been help working with this person, the person that's chefing it up in the kitchen, to kill these people, but she used her sword, so she wasn't playing no games. She said, you must be crazy. Okay, so again, this is weird, because the guy that's over here that looks like he's with Bassett, and Bassett said, no, you can't have, I'm not going to give you any of my cup. It looks like now he went to go offer his cup to someone else. But this cup is clearly empty. So he wanted to give it to her. He wanted her cup. He wanted something from her, but she said no. So then he takes it over here to her to give her an empty cup. But meanwhile, back at band camp, I don't know what's happening with this lady whipping up some stuff along the way. So we're just gonna set them down here and then we'll figure this thing out. So now we go to the 9 of Cups. Okay, yeah, so that was the 6 of Cups. She has her, but mind you, hold on, let's go back. We gotta go back. Oh, we gotta go back, period. Because also what I'm noticing is she has her sword in her hand, but then there's a 3 of Swords on the wall, meaning, you know, betrayal. And so I'm assuming, again, this would be this here, because it's, so she might have, the people that did this to her, she might have said, because maybe he was out hanging with, was one of them a lady or all of them men? Oh, so yeah, maybe she figured out that he did this and she said, you got me effed up, so all y'all got to go. But The lady that he's offering his cup to, when Basset said, no, I'm not giving you any of my cups, and then he went to go give her his empty cup, she already got 4 empty cups above her doorstep. So she probably is like, no, you gotta go, because no, sir. You try to offer it to somebody else, I don't want it. Because now he's back again over with Basset again, and now Basset looks like she's just over here pouring out all types of stuff. Like, I'm gonna give my cups to everybody, so you can get a little bit, but I got more cups, I'm gonna offer them elsewhere. Okay, so her cup is running over, but she's definitely making more cups. So she's like, I'm just dumping mine out. So she's probably just giving her stuff away freely. Like, I'm gonna give you some, I'm gonna give him some, I'm gonna give him some, I'm gonna give him some. All right. So she out being a thought. Then we have the 3 of Cups, okay? And I explained this to you guys before. It looks like he's really drunk. And he's with one lady, but then there's another lady pulling him on his arm. So I don't know if this is where he started with the whole little, you know, succubus energy of I'm gonna be, but it was because he was intoxicated. So I don't know if this is about to be a threesome or if this is about to be, I'm about to take your man. But she looks like she's smiling, so maybe it's about to be a threesome going down. I don't know. Here, this is the 7 of Discs, which would be the 7 of Pentacles. But it looks like this man is snatching her soul, excuse me. She is asleep, and he is literally taking her soul from her body. So I'm not sure if and this is an older guy. So maybe he found out one of these women was being a thotty, and then he said, no ma'am, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take your soul from you and trap you, because y'all people are doing magic and whatnot out here in these streets. And hold on though, but then we have the last one is the King of Wands, and this dude looks like he's just standing beside his throne, and his what do you call this thing? The little thing he has in his hand, it's illuminated. As if he knows stuff. Okay, so this is giving me a different vibe. Whoever this king is, and mind you, he looks the same as him, except for this right here, he's dressed in his kingly garb. His staff is illuminated. That's what you call that. His staff is illuminated. But here, it looks like he must have been just out partying. And as you know, the kings, you know, they would have advisors. They would have also magicians, people that they would go to and they would get advice from. These were the people who would pull the strings behind the scenes and get the dirty work done. You know, it's like the Jafar and Aladdin. So the Jafar was the person that they went to. But he was the magician. But he wanted to take over, and you know, he wanted to marry Jasmine and become the king. But like him, he had the magic. He was pulling the strings behind the scenes. So they would do the dirty work for the kings, and you know, whatever had to be done. So this is giving me the vibe like maybe the king was out drinking. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this because this might be not good. Somebody died, a female. And it was because of whatever she did to the king. And if she didn't die, meaning a physical death. Right now, she is trapped in her body, like probably batty crazy, because it looks like they removed her spirit from her. So she's probably, oh my God, it just reminds me of this girl I just saw the other day online. She's a tarot reader. She looks like she's coked out and out of her mind. Like she's sweaty. That's weird. Um, God forgive me. Was I supposed to say that? Okay. Either way, it's so maybe that's what they have done. So, you know, when you get on drugs and stuff like that, it's like you're lifeless. Your soul has been removed from your body, and so she may be still alive, but she's just wishing she was dead at this point because, but why is it that because this is not giving me like her being out wanting to, and Basset is a goddess, like a, I think, don't quote me, but either way, she's a spirit or something. I don't know. I can't remember because I haven't used these cards in forever and a day. But either way, she's pouring these cups out, but it's almost like it's control. So not that I'm out doing anything wrong. It's almost like a form of control. I'm pulling the, there's two people pulling the strings behind the scenes here is what it's giving me. Two people pulling the strings, one person doing the dirty work, some little person trying to do kitchen magic, a stripper, and a puppet master, like the two people pulling the strings. One's a female, one's a male. One is the Pied Piper. They're using music. And the other one is using potions. Either way, what's weird to me is whoever, because there's a person, what they're explaining is the past life person, the wealthy man who is upset that he offered his cup to a karmic and she killed him, which is here. She was hurt, she killed him. But, and I stopped shuffling cards because I sat down here, so I don't know if I was supposed to shuffle more, but I'm not shuffling anymore. But apparently there's a baby, and everybody keeps talking about this baby. And so in my mind, I was thinking spiritual baby, meaning, you know, because there's like new businesses, because there's new stuff on the pages, on the table. Those pages are new ideas, new creations. So that's like birthing a baby. But apparently there's a spiritual baby. Or a baby that this, because she explained it really good, like I said. The wealthy man had a baby with this karmic, and which is a woman that is not, she stole destiny from somebody else. And apparently they used it at, they did magic at a time where, I don't know, go look at the story. It made sense to me because, again, like I said, I'm watching a narrative change. I'm watching, like, it's amazing as to, I don't know who is programming y'all. Again, it has to be something because it's weird to me. Because I'm watching it. I literally am like outside of y'all. I don't know how I got free from, or maybe some of y'all other ones are free. I don't know. But either way, it's like I'm standing outside and I'm watching everybody. So I don't know what happened or how I did it, but either way, I got outside of the loop, or maybe I'm just, I don't know. What I do know is all y'all keep talking about the same thing. And I literally just did this reading, and it's the same exact thing. Except for y'all will catch it because I'm sure y'all see it. he is trying to figure out either what happened to his child or what happened to, I don't know, the because I don't, like I said, past life. I don't know if this was a psych, like I don't know what day and time this would have even been in. But when it's saying now, it's tampering what's happening. What happened then is tampering with what is happening now. It's the same cycle. The karmics are now still trying to divine destiny from the twins. Oh, and this was important. So one of the things she actually talked about, and I pulled this up and I wanted to make sure I got this in there. Where is it at? Get this together for y'all, because it has to do with the star seeds and even the reason why this narrative is even important. So this was the whole entire shebang.
In Frank Waters' writings on Hopi mythology, the blue star Kachina or Sakwasaha is a Kachina or spirit that will signify the coming of the beginning of the new world by appearing in the form of a blue star. The blue star Kachina is said to be the ninth and final sign before the day of purification, described as an apocalypse or a world-engulfing cataclysm that will lead to the destruction of planet Earth. Author Jason Colavito investigated this prophecy and found no reference to it before the late 20th century. According to Hopi legend as reported by writer Frank Waters, at the beginning of time Teao, the creator, created his nephew Sodoknang to construct places for life. Out of the nothingness, Sodoknang created 9 universes or worlds, 1 for Teao, 1 for himself, and 7 others for additional life. Or the first 3 of these worlds, Takpala, Takpa, and Kiskurza, have already been inhabited and subsequently destroyed due to the corruption and wickedness of man. Each time one of the worlds is destroyed, the faithful Hopi are taken underground and saved from destruction to later emerge and populate the next world. According to Waters' books, which were written in the 1960s, Hopis believe that humanity is currently residing in the 4th world, Tuwakachi. Like the previous worlds, Tuwakachi is also prophesied to be destroyed because of the corruption of humanity. The 9th and final sign of destruction is described by Whitefeather via Waters, as you will hear of a dwelling place in the heavens, above the earth, that shall fall with a great crash. It will appear as a blue star. Very soon after this, the ceremonies of my people will cease. Citation needed. This idea of the blue star Kachina marking the end of all Hopi rituals is reflected in Waters' book, Book of the Hopi, in which he states, the end of all Hopi ceremonialism will come when a Kachina removes his mask during a dance in the plaza before uninitiated children. 6. This absence of Hopi ceremonialism will coincide with the destruction of the 4th world. Waters suggested that World War III will begin and the United States will be ripped apart by war, leaving only the Hopis and their homeland intact. The War of the End of the World is described by Waters as a spiritual conflict with material matters, according to Hopi prophecy. As reported by Waters, shortly after the blue star Kachina is visible to all, and the day of purification is realized, the true white brother will come to earth in search of Hopi who steadfastly adhere to their ancient teachings. It is said that if the true white brother fails in his mission, and is unable to find uncorrupted men and women, that the earth will be completely destroyed and none will be spared. However, successful in bringing the symbols and finding those who still follow the true Hopi way of life, the world will be created anew and all the faithful will be saved from destruction. Citation needed.
So something pertaining to right now, something is corrupting the world. Something has been loose, and I told y'all this before. Some ancient old spirit is manipulating something behind the scenes, and there's nothing new on the under the earth, nothing new on the earth. But why this is important now is because it's like breaking the cycle, breaking the chains, breaking generational curses, and trying to restore some order. Because I told y'all for some reason in another, I told y'all in another video, for some reason it's almost like God is trying to get us to police ourselves, get us to understand that we can fix whatever the problem is right now, but the evil that is reigning or running wild is off the charts. And some of these people are meddling into stuff that's not even, they don't even have the authority to meddle in. They just release some stuff and now nobody knows how to fix it or put it back, or but they think that they're in control of it. You're not in control of that. It's actually in control of you. It's trying to create a cycle that has already been undergoing, and that's the reason why what they were talking about was trying to separate the twin flames, the star seeds, the divine unions, the kingdom spouses. This is one of the things that they're stealing the energy from. They're taking, and it's throwing, because whoever this person is, and I don't know whose ancestry it's in, or I don't even know how because I don't even think it has anything to do with me. I just think that because of me talking about a twin flame that I was with, and now figuring out that that wasn't the thing, that there's a divine counterpart that is like, it's weird how I even got put into this, because like I said, I was not even doing tarot. I wasn't even involved I wasn't even on my tarot channel. So, and that was, like I said, less than about 8 weeks ago, if not. But the thing that I'm realizing, I like when I'm watching, I'm like, why are they all having the same conversation? Why is all the tarot readers talking about the same thing? That's weird. It should have, it's almost like y'all are being programmed by the same exact people, but literally, this is it. I just did it myself, the same exact thing. And what is this? Look at this. This is the Two of Wands. This is what was underneath there at the bottom. And this looks like there is somebody overseeing this, watching this. There's is he playing a flute? Somebody playing a flute? Somebody? Oh, yep. One person overseeing this whole entire thing. And then he has like people around him that are making music. Each one of these people have, but he's off onto a distant land. Maybe he's up here in this, to where you can get to. Maybe he might be, yeah, he's like looking, he's seeing, and the sun is over there, so he's looking. So maybe he's over here in this tower or something, in this kingdom, because it looks like it's just floating up in the sky like, hey, it's beautiful over here, but you got to get past these big old dogs that can take you, drag you to hell. But he's over here and he's just looking, the sun's there. So that's what was at the end, the bottom of the deck. But right now, I don't know what's happening. And like I said, I thought I deleted y'all. But for some reason, all of a sudden, y'all are back and nobody's blocked. So I don't know how that happened, because I actually went to go unblock y'all because I wanted information. I'm saying, how I'm going to get the information if I block these hoes? But I go to look in my block list, there's nobody there. So again, I don't know who is pulling the strings, but y'all need to figure, what do y'all want? Like, what are y'all trying to figure out? Because I'm trying to figure out why everybody has the same conversation out their mouth. I'm trying to figure out what is up with the world right now, that apparently the demons are running loose and nobody is aware, and nobody's trying to figure out, like, and why is it that my chart, my status, and whatever it is that I want to play with or don't want to play with, why is that important to anybody? Because I'm over here. Whatever I'm going to play with, I'm going to play with under the rights and the laws of the kingdom. I'm going to use my tools, and I'm probably going to, know and understand and do some stuff that people that are, just religious or just probably just not going to understand. But it's not up to you. Watch your mouth. It's up to him, because he will direct me when I'm, out of my boundaries. But as of now, I'm learning who I am and what I am and how I am. And I'm just going to accept and step into whatever power it is that I'm, you know, because apparently destiny said I got to do it anyway. So I'm going to just go with what he telling me. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to be accepting of where my path is taking me. And I'm proud of who I am. So nobody's going to discourage that or take that away. You don't like it, click out, don't watch it. So that's all I have for you right now. Thanks for coming to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if anybody else is watching this and y'all see the same exact thing that I see, inbox me or something, please, because I need to know what's happening. This is weird.